Welcome back. Buffalonians enjoy many things from our sports teams to chicken wings and beef on whack. Our abundant activities in the 716 might include indulging in a theatrical performance, followed by heading out to a diverse array of bars. Now, if this sounds like your kind of night, our friends at Drunk Theater Buffalo have the best of both worlds. Welcome, Emily and Matt. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Of course. So why don't you tell us about how all of this got started first?
Yeah, so Drunk Theater Buffalo started actually as some conversations pre-pandemic. Around 2019, a friend and I, Emma English, who's our other co-founder, had conversations while we were working for other theater companies and said, you know, we've seen drunk style shows in other cities. Buffalo's got a great bar culture. This is something that might just work in Buffalo. During the pandemic, all of those plans got put on hold. And then after, as soon as we were able to kind of come out of hiding, everyone was really itching to create and make something. And we circled back to this idea that had never really left either of our heads. And we said, okay, well, if this is still something that we want to talk about, if this is still something we want to try, let's just try it and see what happens. So our first project was Drunk Peter Pan. And we started with 2 performances upstairs at Mr. Goodbar. We said, let's just do it, see what happens, see who shows up. And those 2 performances sold out almost immediately.
Nice.
So we added 2 more performances. We're like, surely this is a fluke, we'll try again. Another 2 performances sold out. And then before we knew it, we were moving to Riverworks to do performances for crowds of 250 people.
Oh my goodness.
After Drunk Peter Pan, last year we moved on to Drunk Wizard of Oz. Both stories are in the public domain. So we were able to add a twist to them, if you will. And Drunk Peter Pan and Drunk Wizard of Oz were both sold out runs. Drunk Wizard of Oz was back at Mr. Goodbar. And so this year we are taking our first stab at a totally original work with Drunk Murder Mystery.
Okay, yeah, tell us about Drunk Murder Mystery. That is the next production on the lineup.
Yes, so I am the literary producer of Drunk Theater Buffalo. I write all the shows. So Emma approached me to write Drunk Peter Pan a couple years ago, and I thankfully said yes, and the rest is history. So I moved on to Wizard of Oz last year, and now I moved on to write Drunk Murder Mystery. And with this one, I personally wrote the first draft, and then I thought, you know, maybe I need some help. So I turned to one of my colleagues, Michael Wells, and we both co-wrote this one. And I think it turned out great. It's got a lot of classic mystery literature characters thrown in there. We have some Nancy Drew lore characters, the Hardy Boys. We do have Sherlock Holmes in there because he is in the public domain, so we really took advantage of that. And we got some Agatha Christie characters in there.
Oh,
as
nice.
Well. And as well as some Clue references, too.
Okay, fun. Now, so is the point of these, like, it's in a setting where you're drinking, you're at a bar, you can, you know, participate and see the show and still be having a little bit of liquid courage to really cheer on the performance?
Exactly. I mean, all of us who have worked on the company and work in the shows all have various theater backgrounds. We all have worked at other theaters locally and have theater training. And this was just kind of an opportunity to say, you know, there's a time and a place for serious theater. There's a time and a place for deep monologues. And there's a time and a place for a classic, you know, big scale musical. But what if we meet the people where we're at? What if we go to a less traditional venue? What if we just say, this is just for fun. This is just for us. This is a space where we can throw away the notions of traditional theater. We can leave some of the rules at the door. You can have a drink. You can interact. There's some call and response moments. There's, you know, the characters will say 3, 2, 1, cheers, and the whole audience joins in. So, you know, as much as we love traditional and classic theater, this is for the people that say, you know, I don't usually go see plays. There are too many rules. There are too many this. You know, I don't usually go see theater, but I want to go see that because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, when can people catch your next production of Drunk Murder Mystery?
We open this coming Sunday, August 4th, and we run through September 10th. Sundays will be at 3 p.m., and Tuesdays will be at 8 p.m., and we do have a special showing September 8th will be at actually 11 a.m. because of the Bills game. We're going to do kind of like a pre-game.
So the Bills home opener is September 8th.
Yes.
And we were like, well, we're scheduled to do a show then. How do we make it work? Well, we're at Goodbar. we're at Mr. Goodbar, which is where a lot of people go to watch the Bills game anyway. So come to the show, wear your Bills gear. We're going to do a couple specials. You know, if you wear Bills gear, we'll have some merch for you and maybe some drink specials. So come for the show, stay for the game, and Sundays and Tuesdays are when you can catch us.
Very, very fun. I like that. Come for the show, stay for the game. You know,
Exactly.
it's a fun little pregame.
Yeah, it's like tailgating, but in air conditioning.
Smart. You see? Okay. How can people purchase tickets and learn more information about what you guys do?
They can go to drunktheaterbuffalo.com. That's going to be the easiest place, or you can find us on any of our social channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Drunk Theater Buffalo, and ticket links are all over the place, so it's easy to find.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about what you do. Viewers, if you would like tickets and more information, just visit drunktheaterbuffalo.com, and remember to drink responsibly. Thanks again for coming in.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.